What's up, YB Works fans? You know our last two project vehicles, Rhonda and Pearl. Both of those project cars lean a little more towards the car audio side of things. So this project is going to be a little bit different and lean a little bit more towards the mechanical side of things. Here is our next project vehicle, 1993 Chevy S10. So I've had this S10 in my possession for quite a few years now. I drove it as my daily for about a year and a half, and it was quite a fun little truck to drive. This is a little 5-speed truck. Not a lot of power, but you know, if you know anything about an S10, it'll get loose in the back end real quick. Motor in that truck had quite a few little issues, mostly like seals and stuff and gaskets. The water pump seal finally went out, and that's when I had decided to go ahead and turn it into a project truck. That meant it had to sit for a little while. And during the time that it was sitting, some jackass, excuse my language, stole one of the wheels off of the truck. Yeah. After someone stole the wheel, we moved it to Nick's house so that he could look after it. It would be a little more secluded, not just right out on Front Street, which kind of my other house was. I believe we borrowed a wheel from a friend temporarily just to have something to move it with at the time. So fast forward, I get done getting my new house, and it's now time to move this truck. So first I had to get a wheel, found this 20-inch wheel right here at a junkyard. I believe it was pull apart Chevy, and put that on. Well, two of the other wheels on the truck would not hold air, so me and Nick decided we needed to drag it out from there, from its sitting spot. So we had to swap the wheels, the flat wheels, from the back side of the truck to the front side of the truck, as we needed the rear wheels on there so that while it was on the dolly, it could travel down the road. Whereas when we were pulling it out, we needed those tires on the front of the truck so that we could steer it where we needed it in the yard, in the driveway. So we swapped the wheels. As you can see here, because now with the flat tires on the front, we can now just push it up onto the dolly, obviously, for one, and the Pearl would not just push up under it, because kind of the dolly was now sitting, or the truck was now sitting too low for it to just slide up on or roll up onto the dolly with the flat tires. Then we had to do something a little bit tricky. So here's what me and Nick came up with, and unfortunately I wasn't as good at YouTubing then, so didn't quite get as good as a shot here. But if you can see here, we are jacking up the truck on its cross member. And then we're gonna just kind of drive and push the tow dolly under the truck, under the S10 with Pearl. This is kind of sketchy and dangerous because you don't know if the jack's gonna stay still. It's kind of trying to roll at the time or trying to tip over at the time, and you don't want it to tip up and like fall off and jam up into the floorboard. But we kind of have to do this to get it on the truck. We don't have any other option. So we get it done, and I don't recommend anybody doing it that way at all. We are not professionals, but that's what we had to do to get it done.
Don't try that at home.
So now it drove down the road just fine when we got it here to the house. So here it is, the house. Now that it's here, we got to get started on some work. So for you guys in the future, for this truck's series of videos, you're gonna see some suspension work get done, some motor work get done, some interior work get done, all kinds of work getting done to this truck. And the next video will be taking this truck pretty much completely apart and pulling the motor, because we plan on doing a motor swap for this truck. So make sure you come back for that video, you guys, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Make sure you go back and check out our other videos as well. Make sure you like this video if you've enjoyed this so far, and make sure you share this to anybody you think may be interested. It's been your boy Bly, YB Works, and we are out.